Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking to go up top on first down. Dances away. Lets it fly. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set. First down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Kamara. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to throw on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Harvey. At the 35, he's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's...
They stripped it out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Black 24.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the upright. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll return it. Powers through. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Kamara. Unleashes one. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got room to work. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Kamara. Quarterback adapting. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. They're bringing heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he's looking into the middle. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Little touch pass to the receiver. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space.
He tries to take the top off. He got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Kamara. Coming after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throwing right. And the pass hits, picked off.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's caught inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
28, LSU, 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best.
And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
He wants to throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Kamara. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
This time he's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Hubs it downfield. Hauls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the tight end. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give out of the gun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the air, it's Kamara. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set. First down. Looking for a man. It's Kamara. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes a catch and knocked down. LSU quick to the line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. It's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking off. They want to just keep throwing it. This one's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guys.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Let's it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll go to the ground. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Wide out in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies. And the pummeling has started. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Handoff to the lone back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 42, LSU 17.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. LSU will get a 1st down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
3rd down coming up.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Running back searching for a hole. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
The give from the gun. Jumped on top of the pile.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent and winning